The Legacy Manufacturing Award is being given to a manufacturing company that has made significant contributions to both the industry and the community. Criteria for the award are long-term commitment to manufacturing industry, passion for leadership in their local community, and innovation in its products and business practices. With over 100 years of providing innovative products, SNC Electric Company has led the way as an integral part of the world's evolving electric power system, also offering technical services through a team of consultants at a new building on their campus. With the goal of developing next-generation communications technologies, including smart grid, on September 23rd, SNC was part of a team selected by the U.S. Department of Energy with an $8 million grant for a Chicago microgrid project. Understanding the importance of research and development, in 2010, SNC consolidated their global research into Chicago as part of a 20-year capital improvement effort with the Advanced Technology Center as the anchor of that development. For the majority of NORBIC and the Alliance for Illinois Manufacturing's history, SNC Electric has been there to support efforts for industrial retention, innovation, global growth for small manufacturers in the Chicago metropolitan area. SNC's commitment to the arts, culture, community, and education is demonstrated through its contributions to Chicago museums, Red Cross, United Way, Misericordia, many Rogers Park community organizations, community development efforts through their contributions to the Alliance for Illinois Manufacturing and Jane Addams Resource Corporation. They have supported health care through support for President St. Francis Hospital. In education, SNC's foundation focuses on STEM learning, teacher development, teen science, and other science programs. Accepting the Legacy Award for SNC Electric Corporation is Executive Chairman John Esty. A very humble man, John has one of the shortest resumes I've ever seen for someone so accomplished. He is a member of the Board of Directors of Potash Corporation, the National Electric Manufacturers Association, the Adler Planetarium, Executives Club of Chicago, and Southwire. We could think of no better gladiator to honor for the significant impact they have made on our industry, our communities, and the future of manufacturing than SNC Electric. John?
Thank you, Pam. On behalf of the more than 1,800 employee owners of SNC and the couple of dozen team members here to share in this event, it's an honor to accept this very special award. And many thanks to you, Pam, and Gail, and to your organizations for this wonderful recognition. You know, Pam, as you were rattling off the superlatives about SNC, I was feeling a little bit like the guy must have felt when he was receiving an individual award, and the MC went on and on and on and on about the great things the person had done, and he stood up and he said, "That was really wonderful. I only wish my parents had been here. My father would have been really impressed, and my mother would have believed it." Now listen, I know the best after-dinner talk ever given was, "Waiter, I'll take the check." But I would like to say a few things about this award and this event that will take a little longer than that, but I promise to be brief. I will confess that when I first heard that we were going to be the inaugural winner of something called a Legacy Award, it seemed to me there was a kind of a conflict in terms there, sort of like jumbo shrimp. So we talked about it a bit, and I think the concept for the event evolved as we talked. But in the end, you know, this turned out to be a great idea. Here's an event that is to be a celebration of manufacturing and what it means to the economy and to the millions of people who work in manufacturing or are suppliers to manufacturers. And when we were done talking about it, I was sold because, frankly, as Tom said earlier, recognition of manufacturing is something that is really needed, especially here in the Midwest, where manufacturing is thriving, but we don't usually get much credit for it. When I moved here more than 40 years ago, the Midwest was called the Rust Belt, home of obsolete manufacturing, best known for pollution and dirty, difficult, undesirable jobs. Well, as Pam said, this is not your grandfather's manufacturing business. Today, manufacturing is high-tech, high productivity, focused on safety, quality, on sustainability, that provides jobs that help to support families and provide a solid foundation for building communities. And I think this is, well, take a look at tonight's award recipients, Cedar Concepts and CNL Supreme. They're perfect examples of what today's highly capable manufacturing is all about. And I think this event title is true. Manufacturing really does matter. In fact, in spite of all the chatter about this being a service-based economy, this country still very much depends on manufacturing. It is manufacturing that's the engine that is slowly but surely pulling this country out of the Great Recession. $1 invested in manufacturing adds $1.32 to the general economy, the largest multiplier of any sector in the economy. Manufacturing provides 17.4 million jobs, 1 out of every 6 private sector jobs. Last year, manufacturing workers earned almost 25% more than the average worker in other industries. Manufacturers do 2/3 of the R&D in this nation, driving innovation in this country. 30% of the country's productivity comes from manufacturing. And taken alone, manufacturing in the United States would be the 8th largest economy in the world. Now, as a Chicago-based manufacturer for 103 years, we firmly believe that manufacturing does indeed matter, and does matter here in the Midwest. That's one of the reasons that almost 25 years ago we joined Norbic. And John Blumenshine, who you just met, has been our representative on the Norbic board ever since, and has served with them and with other organizations to really attack the fundamental issues that we face in this region. Now, we remain committed to our Chicago roots and to our Midwest supply base. In fact, 70% of our material purchases are made here in the Midwest. Even more amazing, 60% of our entire global material spend is spent here in the Midwest, most of it right here in Illinois. While we do manufacture in 4 other countries, that production is essentially to supply customers in their respective regions where local manufacture and service is a requirement of customers. We firmly believe that a strong focus on innovative product development, along with a focus on safety, quality, and what we call our lean performance system, will allow us to compete with anyone, anywhere in the world, from right here in our home in Chicago. And that's why we have never been tempted to outsource a lot of our labor to low labor countries, which I'm really glad at, because as a consequence, we have happily avoided the more recent fad of reshoring all that stuff people offshored. Chicago and the Midwest have a great pool of talent, of people who have a strong work ethic, down-to-earth values, and a desire to collaborate for the greater good. And I will tell you that at S&C, our team members are as global as our business is, coming as they do from over 50 different countries, all attracted here to the Midwest because of this region's reputation for manufacturing. The team we have in our Midwest operation is fabulous and can compete with anyone, anywhere in the world, and we are really, really proud of them. Pam and Gail, I know this has been a real labor for you to produce this event, but I'll tell you, for an inaugural event especially, this is a major success. You should be really, really proud of yourselves. You have gotten all these people out of their factories and out of their offices to come here to celebrate all that manufacturing represents and to network and to meet other people and other companies who are just as dedicated to this aspect of the business. And I'll tell you, this has also, as was mentioned, raised a lot of important money for these 2 organizations that have done a tremendous amount to increase the capabilities of the region's manufacturers and their employees, and has increased the global opportunities accessible to manufacturers in the Midwest. Very important activities without which a lot of us would be a lot worse off. And so thank you to the sponsors who helped contribute to make this event successful. And I just want to single out two of the many sponsors we have. The first is Bullion Andrews, an honoree Circle contributor. Bullion Andrews has been S&C's general contractor. We've been debating this a little bit for over 25 years as a safe comment. They have built almost 500,000 square feet of space for us. The other is the Gold Circle contributor, Underwriters Laboratories, which has been keeping consumers safe for over 120 years, first in the U.S. and now worldwide. I mention these two because these are two organizations who really understand the importance of giving back to the communities in which we live and work. Both are extremely generous to institutions in the communities in which they operate and are absolutely essential to keeping those institutions going. And so thank you to these two organizations very much, and to all of the other organizations, many of which we do business with, and we really appreciate your contributions to this event. You have helped raise some significant funds for two very significant organizations. And I can tell you, the employee owners of S&C are intensely proud to be a global manufacturer based here in the Midwest. Very proud to be associated with both of these alliances, and I can tell you we deeply, deeply appreciate this receiving the Legacy Award at this inaugural event. Thank you very much.